Well, look, I suppose working with Sean O'God, one of the legends of the game, and him giving his expert opinion on the hurling side of things is obviously a huge carrot, and I think the guests we'll have over the year as well will make the show very interesting and entertaining.
I suppose many things. Number one, it's an all GA forum, and we're all very passionate about the generally Gaelic games, and especially hurling and Gaelic football. So it's great that there's a show that focuses solely on that. I suppose another thing is this is my first new venture into the social media game. So like basically just connecting with a new set of audience to what I've been used to up to now. Look, I'm totally rapt to be working with a guy like Shane. I suppose my first encounter with Shane is if you want to get a fella's attention, right, take his wife for a dance. Or Siobhan at that time, she was my partner for a dance, and that'll get someone's attention because that was my first time meeting him in person at an All-Star event back in 2003. Straight after the formalities, he just grabbed Siobhan and the dance floor started jiving. So I said, who the hell is this fella like? But all jokes aside, for me, by one of the best analysts that you'd find out there in Gaelic football and Gaelic games. So. Can't wait to get his opinions on various topics.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, Sean O'God, obviously his experience and what he's achieved in his career, but also his very forthright opinions on the game and on the association. And he's been through quite a lot in his own career and come out the other side as a very successful player. And really looking forward to sharing opinions and having a chat with him and a natter on matters GA. I think you'll have a lot of honesty. You'll also have, I think we'll have a bit of crack as well on the show, but honesty will be the main ingredient of the show, and hopefully we'll be able to inform our listeners about matters regarding all the games.
I wouldn't describe myself as being opinionated, but I would call it the way I see it. I'd be frank and upright. Behind this lovely exterior, there's a serious guy behind it all. So if there's anything that I feel that needs to be shouted out or call out, I'll do that as honestly as I can. Look,
I suppose the Irish team has a great makeup. I think there's a lot of players from different counties. We have Enda Smith from our own county, which is a great achievement for him to get on the Australian rules panel, and to see Aidan, I think it's due recognition for the play he's given for me over the last number of years, and also now to represent Ireland down under. It's great for both himself and the Brafey club and for his family, and no better man to do it.
And the Aussies, they're trying to go for a skillful but fast game, and I believe Ireland have picked a taller side to tour, so it'd be interesting to see the dynamic of the two teams and the way they go about it. If I was to call on it, I'd probably fancy Australia, the fact that they're on home turf. I certainly reached Cork, alright, and I think not alone did I reach Cork, but eventually beyond to Pluto. I think Pluto's our furthest planet in the solar system. Is it true that I hear Ballyrag is the capital of the stags now these days? But no, look, I know sometimes you have to kind of laugh in these things, but in a serious matter, I want a good image for the GA. What happened in Ballyrag, probably common sense should have prevailed in something like that, and my own gut feeling on it is that whoever was filming it shouldn't have let out. I'm sure a lot of these things go on the length and breadth of the country, but it shouldn't be aired publicly, and that's what happened. So look, it's done and dusted now, but I think what's important is the lessons that are learned, and I'm sure there will be lessons to be learned, and then probably you won't see a repeat of that, certainly amongst J circles.
Look, I suppose, I think I heard DJ Carey through the week there saying there's a bit of hijinks that went wrong. He without sin cast the first stone, I just say. I think, I'm sure if the lads had their time back again, they would have tapered down their celebrations. But look, let's let them fall forward, put it down to one of life's experiences, and move on from it fairly quickly. I think, we all celebrate in different ways, and a bit of hijinks, I think, that went wrong. There's been a lot of commentary on it, as you could expect, but sometimes these commentaries go a lot go very overboard. And I think for the players involved, and indeed for the ladies involved, you know, they have to move on with their lives, and I think they should be given due respect and due privacy to do that. Well, you know, there's so many, I suppose, really over the years, you know, that I've played against, and there's so many now in the game, and there's a lot of different interesting characters playing football. I think the likes, you know, if we could hear more from the Dublin players, the likes of Stephen Cluxton, Diarmuid Connolly, the Brogans, lads that really have done it at the highest level, and I think maybe outside of the sport as well, high achievers for Ireland and Irish sport in the golfing context, the likes of Shane Lowry would be great, Pádraig Carrington, and I'm particularly fascinated, I think, with the likes of Paul McGinley, who has managed the Ryder Cup team to success against the Americans, and looking for his insight into what it takes to become a top level sports manager, and he's obviously got to the pinnacle in his sport, and he always comes across quite well and quite intelligent on matters GAA as well. So somebody like that, maybe off the cuff, that we'd like to get on and talk about their experiences.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to throw a curveball here now. The guest that I'd like to see is probably, you know, hurlers and footballers that don their jersey and don their county and represented their county with great distinction, but never got a chance to win an All-Ireland medal, because I kind of feel that it's all geared towards, whether we like it or not, people that have All-Ireland medals of success. But I like to get the inside. You probably find the inside of the people that didn't win an All-Ireland was probably more, if not better, than the guys that would, and then basically get them to tell the story, because unfortunately it's true, like, you know, he who wins writes the history, but we don't seem to get the, you know, the opinions or the views of the guys that don't win.